Of course, right now that we are using our new YouTube page, which is Irish Pride 316, as of right now, our videos are going to be on that from now on. Of course, you know me by now, I'm GK316.
I'm your ever-loving Brew25.
And I'm Jack the Impact as usual. Here we go, guys. Another segment.
Alright, now, we're actually going to try this time not to mention the other organisation. So we're just going to talk about
TNA, Total Non-Stop Action. We start off with the first match of Destination X, which was Black Rain and Relic,
which is Killer spelled backwards.
Thank you. Versus Kaz and Eric Young.
Now, at the start of it now, we knew Eric Young had this whole thing that he was scared of Black Rain and Relic, which is Killer spelled backwards.
Yes.
And during the match, Eric Young ran.
Yes.
You explain the rest?
Well, he wasn't watching at the time, but I was. He couldn't believe the news I told him that Eric Young had become a superhero. Super Eric.
And the second I saw it, I was just like, okay, we have the TNA version of the Hurricane.
Yeah, just like we have the TNA version of King.
Yeah. Then we had the triple threat women's title match between ODB, Gail Kim, and
Awesome Kong.
That match was actually okay.
Yes, but you ODB and Gail Kim fans will be disappointed to know that Awesome Kong won.
Yeah, so then we had the Elevation X match between Rhino and the Cowboy James Storm. Again, I was disappointed with this.
Yeah, there's no real excitement in those matches at all. I mean, they're just too busy trying to keep up from falling off. It's more like a top rope than wrestling.
Well, it's a great match, but if you have the right wrestlers in there, that match can be gave up to be a great match. I mean, you're putting in two heavyweights there, right? You got Rhino and you got James Storm.
He's lucky he's even able to stand up there with the amount of drink he takes.
Yeah, I mean, if you put any of the X Division wrestlers in there, I guarantee you, no doubts about it in my mind, I guarantee that match would have been like 100 times better. Like.
Yeah. What else did we have? We had the Fish Market Street Fight.
Oh, starring Team 3D and the new Shark Boy and Miss Konnichiwa-san Karimandes.
Next subject. And then we had the six-man main event. We had, on one side we had Kurt Angle, we had Tom Cohen,
and the Prince of Anonymous AJ Styles
against
Samoa Joe, Kevin Nash, and
Christian Cage.
Sorry, thank you, Christian Cage.
Of course, I kind of liked the bit of the angle they had at the start that AJ Styles and Tom Cole were going to have a bit of a disadvantage till Kurt Angle came out. So that's bringing up a lot of hype now to the Lockdown World Title match between Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. Jerry?
Yeah, I gotta get right in there with this one, guys. For myself, I really liked the main event. And Samoa Joe getting the win, that was great, that's cool, because I know for a fact this is Samoa Joe's time. He's most definitely going to win the world title at Lockdown. Something I'm really looking forward to, because the first wrestler to really impress me in TNA, in fact, actually was Samoa Joe.
But if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be watching TNA in the first place.
Yeah, I give GK316 his due there. He's the one who actually told me about it first. First, didn't know what to say because I didn't actually see it. He was just telling me about it.
He was a WWE sheep.
Yes.
Shit from after mentioning WWE.
Well, screw you.
Thanks.
He's fault, guys, but no. Anyway, when is ever not? Anyway, back to you guys.
Well, I actually want to talk something about Samoa Joe. Have you ever noticed in the last few months a lot of superstars and storylines have getting sidetracked? I mean, James Storm and Rhino, that just suddenly died a few months ago, and now he's back, Rhino's back, he brought it back up again. And why aren't they continuing the storyline with the chain gang, the Voodoo
Kim Mafia.
Thank you very much. Well, they like do it every 2 weeks. Or these other superstars, or I mean wrestlers.
Before you go on, I'm actually going to say this. The whole thing with the Voodoo Kim Mafia, I don't care about. I've got no respect for either of them. They're two former other company superstars, but there's a difference now between that other company and TNA. In the other company, they're superstars.
They're just marketing tools.
And in TNA, they're wrestlers.
Yes.
Now, to you WWE morons out there that are actually watching this right now, I pity you. Because you're watching what Vince wants you to watch.
Yeah,
have you ever actually tried,
to watch a wrestling match?
Actually, have you ever tried to give us a decent explanation why we should stick with WWE?
I actually turned around to
Good point.
I actually turned around to a friend of mine and...
Oh yeah, we asked them and all we heard was,
Yeah.
I turned around and asked him why was he a John Cena fan. That's the answer I got.
He couldn't actually even give an answer.
He couldn't actually give us an answer. That's what you WWE people like. You follow people, but you don't have a reason why.
Well, hopefully when the new TNA game comes out in August, it'll turn some heads around.
I think it will, most definitely.
Yeah, maybe you WWE people might see sense.
Yes.
With any luck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so that's it for us anyway. You know who I am?
And you know who I am.
And even if you don't know who I am, I'm going to tell you I am. I'm Jack the Impact. Later, guys.